Welcome to the Black Light Podcast. ThonLexy here with another live reaction. Let's go ahead and get into it. We got a great show for you. I know that we're planning on getting over to the balloon pop reaction over on Love Mountain. We're gonna get over there, but I did tell you guys that if news broke over at Kendra G's show, that we would come over there because the demand for Kendra G's reactions are very high. So we had to pivot this way, but if you guys come out and sponsor the show today, everything over $20 qualifies as a show sponsor in the Cash App. If we reach $100 in the Cash App, we'll come back here tomorrow and react to Love Mountain's episode. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hit the subscribe button anyway into the room. Also, the notification bell so you're notified every single time we post content just like this. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's going to be a great show. Let's spin the clip, man. How you guys doing today?
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
My dog died alone.
What's up, Emperor? Representing South Florida in the building. We're gonna we might wait a little bit longer because the notifications haven't been getting out, so we're gonna wait a little bit longer than we normally do. And then we're going to wait for everybody to come into the room, and then we're going to rock out how we normally rock out. What's up, Nicholas? Snellville, Georgia in the building. What's going on? We're here. What's happening? You guys good? We got post-wall women asking for 6 figures. We're going to get into it. That Kendra G archetype, we're going to break it down. Much love. How you doing? Much love to the chat. St. Louis in the building. Let's get it. How y'all doing? Let the AK off from St. Louis. Tampa in the building. St. Louis. What's happening? Who won't smoke with us? Drop those locations. Hit the like button on your way into the room. If we stay at 50, close to 100% likes, that puts pressure on the system. Hit the like button. That's a very important metric. That'll help bring more people into the stream. Let's have a good show. Thumbs up, thumbs up.
My dog died alone.
NC in the building. Let's make it happen. It's gonna take a while for us to get used to this 7 o'clock time frame. This time frame has certainly been keeping up with goals, so I don't see us having to go back to 2 p.m. anytime soon. But yeah. Let's go ahead and have a good show. You guys know what we have to do. We have to disqualify a demeanor. This is how we like to start the show off. We like to take a call from Kendra G's show, and we disqualify a woman who before we even get to her dating standards or her qualifications, she's usually disqualified at just her appearance, what she chose to wear, how she chose to present herself, the way she spoke. And then if there are women out there who have these same issues, they can learn from it. It's not all just negative and here to just tease these women. It's so that women can watch this, and the women who might be normalized to this type of stuff can maybe start to think differently. Maybe not change right away, but at least think differently. Okay? Shouts out to Bronx. Everybody tuning in from the Bronx, Memphis, Tennessee. Look like it's some range. Much love. Okay. We're not going to waste any time. Let's go ahead and get right into the show. Cash Apps are the only thing that stopped the show. We reached that goal of $100 in the Cash App. We come back here tomorrow and react to the hilarious episode of Love Mountain, the most recent. Let's go ahead and get into
with
it.
this, but if you turn around, that
What's up,
light
Brandon?
under you, like you want to face the light, like literally, you want to be looking at the light. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. What's your name, honey?
Charlie.
Charlie. Charlie, where you calling us from?
Philly.
Philly. And how old are you?
22.
22. What you do for a living?
I work in a hair salon / nail salon.
Hair salon, nail salon.
What's
You
up,
have any
T. Lee?
kids?
I have one, yes.
How old's your
My
child?
goodness.
I'm about to be
person.
1 in June.
Okay. Why you not with the daddy?
Family issues.
Family issues. Okay, I'll leave it at that. What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
I don't know what that means. Like, did your family have to beat him up or something? That's very vague. Family issues. Okay. So when your kids ask you, Mom, why didn't I grow up without my dad? And they will ask you eventually. They will muster up the courage to ask you. The best you're gonna have is family issues. Okay. Hope that they know what to do with that. Let's get into it.
So we got Charlie.
Charlie, yes.
Charlie, Philly, 22, Aquarius, works at a hair salon and nail salon, and one child, that's 1. She's not with the dad. Have you ever been married?
No.
Oh, how many piercings do you have? You got a nose, a lip?
I got 13. Oh, I got 12. I got 12.
Ugh. Oh God.
Where are they located?
Ears. Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Don't nobody want to be in your room and smelling like earring back. And again, when you take those things out, the smell, like the smell. Ma'am, damn. It's just no.
Okay, what other body parts?
That's it.
So you got 2 right
And my
here.
nose. I got my lip, my nose, my 2 nose, and my ears.
And that's it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for a man who's just willing to, I don't know how to explain it, like provide, but not really providing. A man that's respectable. A man who's mannerable. A man who's...
Marriage? You want a marriage-minded man?
Yes, ma'am.
And what does provide but not providing mean?
How should I explain it? Like provides to the point where like I don't know how to explain it, but like provide. I don't know. I'm shy. I'm shy a little bit.
Okay.
Now, you do need to know how much money a man needs to be able to make to come into your life. Again, a lot of these vague responses, won't help a lot of you women. Much love to Eric Cummings. He dropped 5. Dollar Crew, he one of them ones.
Okay. So let's continue. All right. So you want a man that provides but not providing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does your child's father provide?
No.
Okay. So you want do you want the new man to be a father figure to your child?
Yes, ma'am.
And is he expected to provide for your child too?
Not expecting, but yeah.
That very well encapsulated the way Black single mothers are moving in the dating market. She said, yeah, I want him to provide, or like, I'm not expecting him to provide, but yeah. I know it sounds really ridiculous, but a lot of Black women are in the dating market, the Black single mothers. And I'm not just trying to just narrow it, like just call out Black women to pick on them, but that's what I'm the most familiar with. And they're saying things and they're moving themselves out of contention with what they're saying, with what's coming out of their mouth. And they're not being honest about how badly they need a stepfather. They're saying, he got a daddy, so I don't really need you to come into the baby's life and be a father, knowing damn well that they really do. It's very dishonest. And again, Black single mothers, I'm one of the few channels, and I don't call myself red pill, I don't even claim that manosphere stuff anymore because everybody who's attached to it, they all have different beliefs that I can't police. But again, like, ever since I've been doing this work, I've been one of the few channels who don't rule out single mothers because I know the reason why you're not doing well in the dating market. And it doesn't have much to do with the fact that you have a kid a lot of the times. It has a lot to do with the fact that you guys are evasive and dishonest about what you need out of a man when you already have a kid. And guys don't want to be patronized this way. Much love to James Dent. He came through and sponsored the show with 50. He said just to get us halfway. Much love to James Dent. Y'all show that man some love. He's trying to ensure that we come back here tomorrow. Much love.
Mama, there goes that man.
Much love, James Dent. He's also a 1%er, not to be treated like everyone else. He's one of our top donors. Much love, James. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and get back in it. Edwina dropped 20 on the show also. She says, hey, I missed a long show yesterday. Much love. Thank you for that contribution. She dropped 20 on the show. One of our very funny subscribers. Very colorful subscriber. I want to see what she's got on the comedy stage. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna see. I'm giving a few people a shot to be seen. So let's see if she'll come out to Detroit. Okay. Thank you. That puts us at what, 75? Okay. Much love, guys. Kicking ass. 25 more bucks. We're on the first archetype too. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and for all the haters out there who are like, oh yeah, you hurt the mental health of black women and you wish death upon me and are stumping on Kevin Samuels' grave and all this other stuff. Look at all the black women who donate into this show. We actually did the numbers. It's something like 30%. Like that's a lot of women. Like so many black. It's funny that these black women, their mental health are being damaged so badly by my show that they're deciding to give me money. Like, who would have knew? Who would have knew? They just wait around and wait for this show to be a part of their day so that they can feel sad. Shouts out to all those women who have that much energy to try to like spew venom when that actually isn't the true intentions of like men who do this kind of work.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers is liars, manipulators, soft spoken, and I think that's it.
Okay, should he look a certain way?
Yes. No, not really. No.
Oh, you don't care about looks?
No.
Okay. Should
I like a slim man.
Hold on, wait a
big,
second.
not too small though.
want a slim man, not too big, not too small. Okay.
I beg your pardon.
Now, ma'am, if you're gonna require a slim man, a slim man, or make a strong emphasis on wanting to date a slim man, shouldn't you be in the most ideal place you could be? Now, you guys are gonna be surprised by the Kendra Cam. Her body's gonna be a lot better than probably what you would have expected. And a lot of our women look like that. They look top heavy. They be having heavy arms, but then their body sometimes looks good, and everything else up top is kind of fat. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Make a certain amount of money?
No.
No. All right. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
I look a little right here. I'm gonna do a little quick. Something
We
quick.
gotta be able to see your legs. Okay.
My legs.
Doesn't matter if you're doing quick.
We
We
can
can
see your
pause
outfit.
here.
Okay.
Let's go back because she doesn't understand that there's a pause
Okay.
button in 2025.
We can see your outfit. Okay.
Yeah, I would say you're not far overweight, but you are overweight. You know that because when you go to the doctor, he probably tells you that you're overweight, and you're like, "What is that doctor talking about?" Could I please have some more people hit the like button? That'd be awesome, because if we can get to 50%, that'll make sure that more people can come into the room, or it'll show that there's a disparagement happening with people coming into the room if our like percentage is where it's supposed to be. Again, you're overweight. And I think a lot of our women are shaped well. They're shaped better than like Hispanic women maybe are built when they're overweight. White women, when they're overweight, they're not really built that good. Love handles. Pretty gross. Black women, a lot of times when they're overweight, they still sort of shape out sometimes. So they think that there's no more work to do. But that's not the case. Somebody says it looks sloppy, funky, and they said it looks like it stank.
I've seen things you've only seen in your nightmares.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience, maybe like you got trauma or some kind. All you men who have dabbled in box that hasn't been properly, whatever, I'm with you, okay? But again, hold it down. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
That's it.
You don't have to even turn around. So that was
Okay. That's it.
Charlie, when was your last relationship, honey?
Barbara.
About like a year ago.
A year ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
7 months ago.
7 months ago.
You a
3
liar.
flaws you have to work on.
For real, shawty. 7 months ago. I can tell when it was recent by the way a lot of you women lie. But let's proceed.
Communication. Communication. What's communication? Communication, facial expressions. And I think that's it.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be?
David Edwards came through and dropped 25, said tomorrow's goal. Let's do it. See you guys tomorrow. Shouts out to David Edwards, came through and sponsored the show. That's love. You know, it's a good sign when we make goal and we're still on the first archetype. Much love to everybody who came through showing love. Way to support the shows that you want to see.
Be with you.
I'm a hard working woman. I do everything as a woman should. I'm respectable. I don't know.
Okay. Now you are 22. What's the age range you want to date?
I'll go up to the age of 29.
29. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
29. So that's the oldest.
Yes, the oldest, yes.
Could the guy have kids?
Yes.
Do you want more kids?
Yes.
Should he be in Philly?
He don't have to be, but Delaware, Philly, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do it, honey. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
No, ma'am.
All right. So you got to download the dating app. Let me show it to you. And this is the way that the guy can reach out to you. You got to set up your profile. Set up your profile. All right, here it is. Put in Kendra G singles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
On your iPhone or your iPhone or your Android phone. I'm tired. All right, honey. I wish you the best. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye. We have Pretty Missy Prit.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. We're having an issue with like weight in our community really bad.
Girl, we did the Kendra Cam and you was going to do the Kendra Cam and you disappeared.
Let's do it right now. Because everybody's
All
like,
right.
I'm scared. No, we're not scared.
Okay. I didn't think you were scared. I knew it was.
Perfect example. Again, perfect example. Like, she's certainly overweight. But see, men are probably gonna still holler at her because she's holding. I think one of the biggest enemies of black women is that even when our women are at a disadvantage, a lot of the times it's put together well, so the women don't think that they're still at a disadvantage. And again, ladies, don't look at this as me trying to insult you. This has a lot to do with black women's inability to compete with other women in the dating market. Look at it as that, as just another factor that plays into why so many black women are getting passed up on, when obviously all of our women aren't trash. Some of our women are just missing the basics of what men are looking for, and then coming out in the dating market with bravado and strong intention. I know what you meant, man. This pause culture. I appreciate you, brother. I know what you meant, man. It's love, man. I know, brother. Black men be like, hey, I didn't even mean to say it like that, boy. Bro. We have to be able to speak, black men. Like these young kids, they're quick with it too. You say something you're not supposed to say, they be like, hey, yo, whoa, hey. Pause, OG. Right. I guess what I said was a little whatever. You gotta be the old guy. Realizing I can't keep up. Much love to Squared Away. He says, I'm mostly busy during this time frame. I came through to drop a like and a donation. Much love, Squared Away. I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel like maybe I should have done a poll, because I don't want to lose. I really didn't want to step on donors who prefer the 2 p.m. I think at some point we will maybe do a poll. I don't know, because I really don't want to not see certain people that I'm used to seeing in the comment section because we moved to 7, because there certain people work. And maybe we can, I don't know. We're going to have to figure something out. I hate to see that you had to miss the show. But again, man, I appreciate you. Catch us on the replay. Coffee Killer says, black women have normalized being overweight. Diet and exercise will do our women good. I believe so as well, man. And again, I think with the comments and how often black women are approached, and you can be built like this and get a shit ton of DMs on social media, that clouds how much work needs to be done. There are like a ton of these women from the city who I'm from. They like are built well, but they're still overweight, and they're thirst trapping for the wrong kind of attention, but really need to lose the weight and get down to where they can compete with the women who are getting the guys who are going to demand a fit woman all the time. Brenda says go back to 2 p.m. for sure. Yeah, like he's another top donor as well. If the majority of the top donors say that that they prefer the show at 2 p.m., we might move back to that time frame, because I really respect the donors. They've come through and made this show something else to where I'm not saying that I don't rely on the ad revenue anymore, but in every way that I feel played and banned and blocked in this algorithm unfairly by YouTube, our donors come through and offset that. So, if overwhelmingly our donors prefer 2, we probably will move back to 2, because I do take my donors' requests very seriously. They're literally in a way keeping this thing rolling and making it feasible. Much love to New Jersey. We got some people still rolling in. I think I'm gonna do a live that's gonna be just for that, maybe, or maybe not a live. I can just do a post, and I'll do a post in the community tab after the show, and we'll just do a poll. But honestly, I don't know if I like the poll idea, because I don't know if I can see the donors. So maybe I might have you guys put your votes in the in the comment section of the poll, of the community post, so that I can see who is preferring 2 p.m. and so on and so forth. Because that's very important. Okay, that's enough. We should have did announcements in the beginning. Let's go ahead and continue. I'm gonna edit that part out in the replay.
She was on IG, but we got disconnected when she was on a Kendra cam. Her name is Jocelyn, lives in Kansas City, Missouri, 27, Sagittarius, high school secretary, no kids, never married. I had to give them the rundown. So Yusa doesn't know anything, so we'll go through it quickly. What kind of man are you looking for?
Somebody who is respectful, somebody who is God-fearing,
I got you,
somebody who is very loving, very honest, not liar.
Let's see. This is a good question. I don't want anybody to feel left out. Dopey says, so a subscriber's vote means nothing compared to a donor. That's a good question. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean more. I mean, it doesn't mean nothing, but it does mean more. Again, and it's you guys' free right to not have I'm not holding against the people who can't financially give to the show and whatever. If you can support just by coming here and hitting the like button every single day, but the people who choose to donate will be given, yeah, of course. And that's how I learned this model from other successful streamers. I didn't make this up. This is how other streamers are successful, by prioritize. That's what the whole members only concept is, and why YouTube created that, is so that you can prioritize and keep a special focus on people who are literally paying your bills, and not like your subscribers don't in the long run, but donors are, it's different, right? It's immediate. So them choosing to be patrons in that way, you know, the term patron was created so that there would be benefit going along with the patronage. So I hope that makes sense. And I certainly don't want the people who don't donate financially to feel left out. But the people who do choose to consistently on the regular donate will not only be given special treatment here on the platform, but they'll be given special treatment when we do live events and when we do shows. And I'm gonna stand them all up, and like I'm gonna try to get an ovation for them, because these people have literally, in a sense, kept this going when I probably would have had to move on and go on and do something else, right? So without them, the people who only subscribe wouldn't even have a show to watch, in a sense. And that's not to be negative, but it is the truth. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it.
No cheaters.
Thank you very much for that comment.
Yeah, I'm pretty simple.
Okay. What are your deal breakers again?
No children, disrespectful, combative toward women.
We get a few more people to hit the like button.
Man that we had to disconnect earlier. That was a perfect example of the type of man that I do not want. Okay.
Oh yes, on Instagram tonight, I had to hang up on a guy.
Yeah. So that's
so nothing like him.
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Okay. And then should he look a certain way?
No, he does not have to look a certain way.
Okay. And should he make a certain amount of money?
Like I said previously, Kansas City's cost of living is not that expensive. So you need to make, at least in Kansas City, $65,000 to be able to pay your bills.
No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
The hell you mean we? Get that we shit.
Like, you need to make that to live there. That was your personal decision. What you women don't understand, you guys doing this whole wherever I am on the map is where my standards are, that's not going to fly. Because no matter where you move, your dating market value always remains the same. Because by your same logic, a woman who is hideous, overweight, and bearing children from 5 different men, all they have to do is move to New York, or move to Los Angeles, or move to somewhere, Orange County, where it's expensive, and now all of a sudden a high-value man will want them again. You're starting to see how that's very flawed logic? That's not the way to think about it? You women are really hurting yourselves by thinking this way about the dating market. It serves you no good. Just because you move to a place that's expensive, that does not mean you now, the only man who can date you is who can afford to live where you live. That is childish, and it's just inaccurate. That's not how the dating market works.
And travel and do all that fun stuff. So that's about it.
And of course, she had to mention travel, because that's probably where your mind really is. Most of our women's mind is on travel, fun, leisure, Instagram pictures when they're thinking about a man. They're not thinking about investments, long-term, retirement, stuff like that. It's always travel. That's why we created the term Travelicia, because they say it, Black women say it so much, we sloganed it.
Gotcha. All right. We already did the Kendra camp. When was your last relationship?
Last relationship was 2019 that we were together, but on and off we were messing with each other, but we officially ended things on my birthday, which was Thanksgiving last year.
Okay. And you don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
That was the last time we were intimate.
And what year was that?
2024.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I rarely say no, but I'm working on that. I have a very giving heart. I get that from my dad. What else? I can be, because I don't say no a lot, I take on a lot of tasks. So it's very hard for me to, sometimes I get snappy a lot. But again, I'm very, I'll make sure that I come and apologize. So I'll make sure I'm not like I don't act like I'm better than the problem.
You're better than the problem.
Yeah, I don't act like I'm better than that problem.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm very understanding. I'm very loyal. Quality time, physical touch is always my love
She
languages.
just wants that extra
so,
whatever.
You never have to worry about that. I was raised to be a wife, so I kind of know what it's like to be in those positions. And I'm me. I'm a vibe. Everybody loves having me around. So yeah.
Everybody loves having her around. Okay. So Jocelyn, you're 27. What's the age range you would date?
So 27 to maybe 37. I'll give a 10-year gap. I'm not opposed to it. My parents are 10 years apart, so.
Okay, you'll give a 10-year gap. And you said yes?
Yes.
Okay. Could he have kids already?
No, I just, no.
Tony Dawson dropped 6 on the show. He said, "Stay up, big bro. Much love. Thank you. Appreciate you, Tony." I'm not mad at women not wanting to date women who not wanting to date men who don't have kids when they don't have children of their own. But I do want to, but for some reason I feel I need to bring up the fact that a lot of you BWs who are overweight and you don't have kids, I want those guys maybe to try out a single mother who's actually fit. And the funny, if before they date a black woman who doesn't respect men enough to get into the gym and get fit, maybe they should try a woman who's got a kid or two who actually cares about their fitness. Like just like that last woman who we reacted to in the last show, she was really good looking. From Ashley Dalton's show, she was real good looking, and she was losing to a woman with 2 kids. Some of you women who don't have children, y'all still lose because y'all don't really care about what men want. You'll still mess around and lose to a woman who's got kids. Let's be smart, ladies.
So it's just like, yeah.
Okay. So no man with kids. All right. So here's the rundown. It's Jocelyn, Kansas City, Missouri. 27, Sagittarius, high school secretary, no kids, never married. Okay. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I am.
I knew you would be prepared because you were secretary. What's your name on the app?
It is JOSI 5678.
JOSI
5678.
5678. Oh, here she is. Ooh, it's a cute picture.
Ooh, we were having issues.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Let's get into it.
I think so. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Have you been here before?
I have not. I just learned about you actually.
Much love to Don Jeter, the big joker. He came through and looked like he dropped. I don't know what currency that's in, but it looks like $100. Much love, man. That's the super chat sponsor type stuff we be talking about. Appreciate you. He got the fitness advice. And I'm listening. I hear what people have to say here and there. Most of this stuff, I'm getting consultation for, but I still listen to the people in my comment section. He says, "This out of the norm for your channel. You took your time. Keep it up. Much love, man. Thank you." Just to keep your fit snug. Man, sometimes you got to take them in and get tailored. It's really hard to buy them that way. But, you know, we do what we can do, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Just want to put your name up on the board. Okay. Much love, man. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get back into the show.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Tyronza.
Well, we're 5 years old.
Yes,
Where's
we
you
are.
hear about us from?
So I'm in California, Northern California.
Okay.
Baby,
So
we've
Tyronza's
definitely
your
seen
name?
growth in the channel since.
Yes, ma'am.
Tyronza, where you calling us from?
Northern California. So Modesto, California. If you
Okay.
know that. Yeah.
And how old are you?
45.
45?
I beg your pardon.
What the hell is even that?
No, 43, ma'am.
Say it again?
43 years old.
Wait, I'm so 45. So
You
you're
get
43.
it? Yeah, do you get the reference though? Like,
Yeah.
I just heard that and I laughed about it and, I wanted to use it.
Intellect says, damn, Jabba the, I can't say the word or I'm going to get demonetized on the screen. That's a big bitch.
Like Bernice.
That's a big bitch.
Yeah, we have a big issue with weight in our community. And I get it. There are some men out there to where you're like, man, this the only way I like it. I'm not talking about you. You tax money sniffing Negro. I'm just kidding. Not all men who date big women are dating them under those circumstances.
Well, usually no, 45 goes with 45.
Okay.
But you're 43.
43, yes.
Okay. 43. You have any kids?
I do not, unfortunately.
Okay. You ever been married?
So I just met somebody off of your app.
Her arm got blue nipples.
Are you dating? I said, are you? Well, the question was, have you ever been
You
married?
guys are out of control.
I have not been married. I'm sorry. I heard you differently. But I met somebody
What did you think I said?
Are you dating or something like that or whatever? And so I was like, well, I met somebody off your app, and so I wanted to introduce him because he's actually watching. I was actually on the camera with him.
Wait.
Like,
Okay,
what?
so you guys met off the app and you're
What is
talking
going
together
on
right now?
I'm about to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, can I see him? He's on your other phone?
I don't know if he can cam up. I don't know how this works.
Well, did you tell him that you were going to call me?
He wanted me to call you.
He wanted you to call me.
Yeah. So I'm like,
how long y'all been talking for?
What does this happen? What's up, Elise, Kyle?
2 or 3 days or something
What's
like that.
going on right
2
now?
or 3 days.
Yeah.
Since
And
you got those
we're actually
green-
hanging out this weekend.
Those green mix
I
lines.
love that.
Yeah.
I love
Who
this.
said that?
Okay, so you met him on the app. You guys met. You've been talking for the last 2 or 3 days, and you're going to meet up this weekend?
Yes.
See, I want to say, first of all, the app is going to be a year old on my birthday. I launched it on my birthday, but we relaunched it with a new company back in November.
What's up, man? How you doing?
So I love, like, everything takes time. So, like, you know, this show I've been doing for 5 years prior to the app. And then year 5, we started to get more marriages, babies, all that stuff. So now the app is starting to go down that direction. So I love this. So y'all been talking for 2 to 3 days, and he wanted you to call me.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Okay, is
for.
he
I'm
on
like,
speakerphone?
what?
Like, you said you were gonna show me him. So what's up?
His name on the app is Mazda.
Oh, he wants me. Oh, you want me to bring him up? You want me to show
Yeah.
the world? Okay.
Go ahead, yeah. Because he might just go ahead and delete it anyway. I put him on blast. I sure did.
Okay, what's his app name?
Mazda.
Okay, I don't think I care about this. If this is some stupid, dumb update, I don't care what's going on with her. You need to lose weight. That's all I know. I don't know what's going on with that and that dude you were talking to. All I know is you need to lose weight, or you're going to be dealing with guys who need a place to stay. You know how it is. You know how your options look. That's not an insult when I'm accurate, right? Right? You know it. You know you're talking to guys who are in jail. So, again, you want to get out of that pool? You want to get out of that pool of women who have to deal with a guy who's incarcerated? Tell you what you do. You go lose some weight. That's what you do. And that's the honest truth. It's the only thing that I don't really know what to say. Like, and the truth. But what one thing I will say is you guys have been led astray by the women in your community. That's the truth. You've been led astray. The women in your community have led you astray by telling you that you're all 10s and that there's nothing that any of you have to fix. Right? And that means the big girls are standing with the girls who are fit and everybody's all baddies. So the women who really need to work on their weight, a few of them fall into that too, and they just don't work on it. Now we're going to react to one more archetype before we move over to the feature presentation. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Hi.
Aren't you pretty?
Oh, I could say the same about you. Thank you.
So listen, this is a dating show. Do you know? Are you single?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions. You ready, girl? The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Okay, what's your name?
Melissa.
Melissa. Melissa is the name I use when I want to lie to men.
Everything you need to know about Kendra G, everybody. Kendra, the more you keep talking, the more the people will understand why you're by yourself. You know what I mean? Why nothing's working out and why you were so vulnerable and susceptible to the scams of a Nigerian. I'm going to keep rubbing it in your face because I told you. I told you. You didn't listen. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Well, that was always my go-to name when I want to give my real name. Melissa, where you calling us from?
South Africa.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Melissa, how old are you?
Prosthetic about it that I don't trust.
Okay. You have any kids?
But I think she's real.
Like you're in shape? You look good. What time is it in South Africa?
It's 2 a.m.
Now, is that a shirt or is that a bra?
What's been going on in Africa, y'all? This could have originally been a dark-skinned woman. Like, they got this bleaching stuff going on out in Africa. Y'all could be looking at a Tyrese colored woman. This is just where she's gotten to. I don't know what y'all do out in Africa, but I'll tell you what, out here in the West, you come out with your stuff hanging down like that, you already get classified as a certain type of woman. You're written off. All the guys who looking for somebody to bring home to mama, they don't want to deal with you. But if given whatever the filter is adding on, you don't look like you're a bad looking woman. Let's continue.
It's a shirt.
Oh, okay. Somebody's shirt. Okay. Do you no kids? You ever been married?
Basically, it might as well be a bra.
No kids. I'm never married. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a real estate agent.
Real estate.
She certainly blocked Africa from her. She was like, you
all right, let's
up
do
with
it. We
me,
got
I
Melissa, South
blocked
Africa,
everybody from your
28, no
content,
kids,
boy.
never married, real estate agent. What kind of man you looking for?
One that is financially stable.
We started off with the money. With the money.
Yeah, because I'm financially stable, so yeah.
Okay, is there a dollar?
We might not be here this long because y'all know how I am about accents and women with them, man. And again, this just sounds like a woman who's just looking for a come up. I'm gonna give her about 5 minutes.
Amount.
We have
no,
more
I don't have
pressing
a
matters.
specific amount.
Okay.
But they just need to be financially stable, good credit, kind, very kind, thoughtful, very manly, Yeah, man, about their business, something like that.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers are someone who doesn't believe in God. Another one would be someone who is what are my deal breakers? Who's not good in bed. Wasting my time.
Have the money and put it down, baby. Okay, so deal breakers if you're not good in bed. Okay, anything else before I go to the next question?
Ma'am, that's not something you want to put out there. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're probably a trollop. I don't care. You just don't want to lean with this type of stuff. Damn. And wait, and again, this is what Mr. Samuels is talking about when he says good computer, broken software. This is the archetype of the all archetypes, boy. She's as fine as can be and as unmarriageable as can be at the same time. It's like, man. You know how many guys you send home just miserable because they can't keep you? They just like, this bitch didn't even know what 2 times 2 was. Like, she's useless. It's like, what? She's so damn fine. It's like, God damn, shit. How am I supposed to? God. You make men cry. Cause they wanna love you, but they can't. They're just like, oh God. She run off with all my money. She's evil, and I can see it. Let's continue, guys. It's depressing.
Nah, so far no. Can't think of any so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Should he
trust
look
her.
a
She
certain
remind
way?
me of old girl from Harlem Nights. The gun
Must be
behind the pillow.
overweight.
You said he must be overweight?
No, must not be
About to
overweight.
shoot quick.
You should
Must not be
Hit the
overweight.
like button on your way into the room,
Okay.
y'all. We
Must
already
not
at
be
50,
overweight. Okay. Anything else?
Not shorter than me.
Not shorter than you.
Why is her face so
How tall
white?
are you?
I'm 5'2". I'm
She
short.
look like a
Yeah, that's easy.
Like
Just
a
taller than
Gaia.
you.
what they call
Okay.
that?
Now, because you started off with financially stable. The next question is, should he make a certain amount of money?
At least earn more than me.
What will that ballpark be?
Jasmine guy. over there.
Online, I can't say.
Thanks, Rock.
Say what?
I can't say online. Maybe just more than me. So let's say, he should just make more than me.
Okay, make more than her. Okay. So let me ask you this. Do you know how the conversion goes from South Africa to America? Okay. So is $100,000 in American money too low?
Much love to Ray Moore. He came through and dropped 20 on the show. He says for the cleaner and Taylor fund, stay up, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. And I appreciate you, Black Brother, showing me love on the wardrobe, giving me tips. Even the people who crack jokes on them. I grew up wild. I see it all as love, Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. That puts us at what, 126? Thank y'all. Let's get into it.
$100,000, that would be equivalent to, I think, 2 million or so.
God damn.
Or is it what? 2.5 million?
I don't know the conversion.
Y'all, I have an announcement to make. I think I'm gonna move to Africa. Cause if it's converting like that, I mean, I do know in Thailand, like if I actually do move to Thailand, like the bread that I'm making here, like I'm gonna be like the money's not awesome, but if I move to Thailand, nigga, I'm gonna be like Xerxes, nigga, like behold, nigga, like you can have anything in the land. I might not even we might not even have a donation model no more. Like, but if Africa is translating like that, If y'all pop up, you see me in Africa, mind your business. And I behave, Africans. I know y'all don't want us out there. Don't worry. I will respect it. I'm not coming out there to cause no problems. They robbing you and asking the family for rent. Man, you know what? I do be worried about that. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and get back into it.
So that
I got all day.
I think
plan
yeah,
my
I
life.
think that's okay. What's
I
that?
got
A
so much
year?
time to
If it's
figure
a
it
year, ooh, child. You must make a bit more.
Okay. Oh, you thought? Okay, yeah, I was talking about a year. So 100K a year is that's not gonna cut it.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, ma'am. You're certainly not a marriageable woman. Good looking woman, but you're not a marriageable woman. I don't want to waste a lot of time on you. Because I just don't feel there's anything here. I get this strong vibe that you're just here to show all the women that you're gonna stand on modern women toes. Like you're gonna stand 10 toes down on being a modern woman. And that a man has to make over 100K and yada yada yada. He's got to be able to put it down. Blah blah blah. And I just think a lot of you black women from other cultures, if you guys are gonna copy black women, copy the black women who have been successful in the dating market. Don't copy the women who are still looking to be successful. All right. I'm ready to move on to the feature presentation. Let's go ahead and get over to our next reaction. I don't care if you guys can see my home screen. The hell with it. It is what it is. When I saw this, I was sort of shocked because, again, anytime when you see women asking for a certain amount of money, it's always jarring when it's over 100K. But in a lot of cases, it's about who's asking for the money. And a lot of you women think you can ask for a man making $100,000 and you can. Let's figure out what she's got going on.
The all-new Kendra G singles.
Absolutely not. Nobody's going on that.
On TikTok, y'all be having good light, y'all. Y'all be ready. How old are you?
I'm 48.
Okay, you look good. That's a microphone?
It is.
Okay. All right, TJ, where you calling me from, baby?
I live in Arizona, Miss Kendra.
All right, yeah. Listen, y'all be prepared on TikTok. I love it. So TJ, 48, looking good. Arizona, what you do for a living?
Well, I just left corporate America in February, so now I'm on my entrepreneur journey. I'm helping people build legacy wealth. So credit repair, life coach. I've got a couple things I'm doing, but I'm passionate about my nonprofit.
So what do you want me to put down for your job?
Let's put down entrepreneur. That's what's in my profile.
Entrepreneur. You have any kids?
Body English.
I have 3 grown children, yes.
How old are your 3 grown kids?
29, I gotta try to get this right, 26 and 24.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
The show went
I'm a
pretty
Leo,
smooth, so the
fire
replay
sign.
should be fine.
Okay, your 3 kids, are they all by the same man?
Yes, my ex-husband.
Okay, and when did you get divorced?
2011.
Okay. All right. So we got TJ, 48, Leo, Arizona, left corporate America. Now she's an entrepreneur. Mom to 3 by her ex-husband. She was once married.
Okay, now, let me start by saying this. She looks amazing. And I mean amazing for 48. I'm here to tell black women. I was just having a conversation about this earlier. Black women, there isn't a better demographic when it comes to just good looks than black women over the age of 40. Oh my God, that we have so many fine black women over the age of 40 and within our average pool as well. Just aging good, skin still's tight, everything looks good sometimes. I can see a little bit of aging in the neck, but you still look pretty good. I just think that a lot of times you women think that this means that you can ask for more than other women who are 48. And you also have 3 kids. they're in a marriage, but it's still 3 kids. And some women think that that we look at the two differently. Of course, if you had them in 3 different places, we would have judged that a little bit more. You had them in the same place, but it doesn't change the fact that it's 3 children who are not biologically his, who he has to pay for. And I'm saying this in reference to the guy who she's gonna want to earn this amount of money she's gonna ask for. Much love to Tracy Dixon. He came through and said, "Stay on the wall." Much love, Tracy. Appreciate that. Drop 25 more on the show. Appreciate you. Let's get back into it.
What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I need a strong man, independent, who has emotionally healed, and just looking to explore and live life. Just get out here and live and have fun.
Okay.
So, that season.
All right. What are your deal breakers?
So for marriage, it's not old in life.
Lack of communication, selfish, lack of self-aware, and low emotional intelligence.
Okay. I like to address the female commenters, especially the ones that I really like and that are often supported, because I want to address all misconceptions or figure out, or I want you guys to understand why I have every perspective that I have. When you say that 48 isn't old, I agree. I agree that it's not old for life. I think that 48 is, for a man or a woman, it's not old for life. But for marriage, it's very old. And why so? I'm not just going to leave it there. I'm going to explain further. The reason why it's old for marriage is because your fertility isn't where it used to be. Far less likely to be able to give a man a child. Legacy isn't the only reason why we get married, but it's a big part. It's a big factor in why we get into a relationship at all. And a lot of times women don't consider that once your biological clock is done ticking and you can't put out that way, that means less value. That doesn't mean that you can still be what you were when you could give a man a child. It means that your value decreases. And again, there's a reason why 48-year-old men, you don't see a lot of them match with 48-year-old women. Because I don't think it's just because women are 48. I think it's because of the experience that the men smell on the women, the baggage, the rules, the low tolerance levels for the things that younger women will have higher tolerances for. Men can just smell that all over the 48-year-old women. And all in all, it ends up equating to the woman just having far less value, than the woman who's 28. Coffee Killer says, did Kendra ask her, was she streaming? If a professional mic is present, she usually asks the men that question. You know what? I noticed that, and I'll tell you why that happens. The reason why that happens is because Kendra is against men who have podcasts, like a lot of other black women are. And one would ask Thon, why are black women having an issue with male podcasts? I'll tell you, it's because men are actually applying the information in the dating market. Women are hearing men safeguard their value in ways that they never have. That's why you're hearing women be so triggered by, what do you bring to the table? The fact that that's triggering the women in the modern day dating market is so, it's telling on so many levels. It speaks to how unwilling our women are to step up to the plate and hear us out with what we want. And it really is a good reflection of the dating, you guys' marriage outcomes. 1 in 4 married less than every other demographic of woman. Right. It's where you're supposed to be. You guys are working with your men the least. You're willing to listen to your men the least. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay. And what about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
I need him to be very stable. I mean, I have worked hard. I'm building this new life. And so I think a man that doesn't have at least what I'm bringing is going to be insecure. That's been my experience. So.
Okay, so again, I'm tired of that shit too. She says that a man who isn't bringing what she's bringing is going to be insecure. Ladies, you getting to a place where you out-earn the man that you're with, Just because he won't allow you to have say because you now out earn him, that doesn't mean he's insecure. That means he's a man. This is why, outside of even black women, just women in general, when they start out earning their men in the West, the marriage or the relationship fizzles out. And it isn't the money. That's such a short-minded way of looking at it. It's not the money. It's the way you women behave because you have the money. You start to look at the partner that you're with, and you start to think that you're better than him. Even though you're not. He's still a man. He's still the strong. Nature put him in a higher position than you. And you're willing to remind him that every time anything rigorous has to happen or be built or a fight has to happen, you in some way remind him that nature put him a little bit ahead of you, right? So saying that men are insecure because if they don't make the same amount of money as you, that's your delusion that you would like to believe because you have an inflated idea of how significant your income is in relation to your value in the dating market. And you're wrong about that. And that's why shows like this help, and men having these conversations with you help.
So yes, he needs to have a nice level set income that hopefully can level me up, is to be honest.
What is that minimum?
Oh, I gotta say minimum. If he's an entrepreneur, hopefully, because we can live. I mean, 150K is very low end for me. I know, girl. That's why I know I'm gonna be single for a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
So if 150 is the low end, that's too low. 150.
I mean, that's low end. Like, he's comfortable, he's confident, and I feel good about that.
Okay, so the minimum is 150.
Yes.
Got you. So 80K, you couldn't do that.
I mean, if he come with a heavy swag bag and, some other things kicking it, great vitamin D, because I'm in Sunshine, Arizona, so that vitamin D got to be rocking if he make 80K. And his, personality, everything's got to really be alive. Because I find that if they're not secure in who they are, he can be that at 80, but if they're not, it becomes a challenge because I'm very vibrant outside.
Now, when you say vitamin D, what kind of vitamin D you talking about? I know you ain't talking about Sunny D.
No, ma'am. You know what type of vitamin D I'm talking about. I'm 48. Like, I am about to go play tennis. Like, I was literally I saw your live come through. I'm like, no, my profile is ready. So he got to be out here and active, and that includes regular vitamin D.
Okay. So we'll make an exception if the vitamin D is right in the salary category.
Yes. More than that, if his lifestyle and his, just everything. Okay. But that, those are kind of those.
So with that.
This lady is absolutely out of her mind. I don't think I've ever heard anything this absurd. Or I have. I have heard things this absurd before, and more absurd. But again, it never gets old. Women, older post-war women looking at $80,000 like it's not enough money for them. $80,000. Let me read some super chats. Intellect says, I'm going to be single. I'm going to be single for a little bit. Try an eternity, forever. Until the last stars burn out of the universe undergoes the heat, death, and entropy wins. It's like, I don't know. Intellect, I'm with you. I have no idea what these women be thinking. Ma'am, you are 48. And I get it. And again, I bet you have beautiful children. Shouts out to them. If you think that their existence doesn't bring your dating market value down, it does. And you guys need to stop being so mad at Kevin Samuels. The women in the show that we're going to react to tomorrow keep bringing up Kevin Samuels. You women keep bringing up Kevin Samuels when you can't win arguments. This was the truth before he said it. And you guys are acting like he patented y'all problems.
That being in mind, though, if a guy made more, let's just say he made 200K, but didn't have the best vitamin D, Would you give that guy a chance?
What is the best vitamin D mean? If he is like low vibe and like we gotta have some good connection in that space. It's not like top priority.
Oh, so you're talking about getting your box. Okay. All right. Okay. Again. I'm not saying that women shouldn't want to be pleased in bed. You older women, again, sometimes you guys put more of an emphasis on a man needing to stimulate you than the younger women do. You're almost like more horny. And I do know, scientifically speaking, as you women get older, you want to put out more. I get it. Again, like holding out for that 48-year-old or that 50-year-old man who's going to be able to go 5 rounds without Cialis. Listen, lady, good luck. That's just life. That's just age. And some of these young silver foxes, they're not having any of those problems at all, and they will go round for round with you. But I'm saying, like, they probably might deal with younger women. You might not get those guys. You don't understand where you're at. That you need to probably be thinking about a guy who might hit it good one time and then you go to bed. Not somebody who's going to be able to hit it all day. You're not in college anymore. And that thing probably not even equipped to go all the rounds that you talk. You owe me, y'all be talking a lot of stuff and be sleep. Be sleep before anybody can even touch you. Be sleep. So.
But if you're once a month and I need, a couple times a week, we won't be healthy. And so, if he makes 200K and he need Viagra, that's fine. But we should be compatible in those.
You aren't going to tell me what medicine to take to, like, please your cooter. And some people were mad at Kevin Hart when he was saying that he could only sleep with his wife like 3 times a week. But I'd be like, man, you guys must have not ever been around successful people. Or people who are actually really working hard at things. Men who are working hard trying to build things, they're not really trying to get butt every night. That's the truth. A lot of the times, men who are really, really, really working, they you get that like young person blow your back out sex. Like you might get that a couple times. He's working. Like y'all want men who make $200,000, but then y'all want him to like have the energy to get to $200,000, but be able to like sleep with you at a rate that he was sleeping with women when he was a younger man. It's just, man, men get busy. Men don't want to.
Spaces, and I'm active. Even at 48, I'm still active.
Okay.
That's cool, ma'am. It's cool that you're active. It's just stop needing it so much. Like stop. It's just your energy is just like your energy is too like. They were talking about other stuff, and your energy was very like low vibrational. And now we're talking about peeing, and it's just you're all bubbly now. Just be less excited.
You look a certain way.
I do like some nice chocolate. Obviously, healthy in shape would be great. But even if he isn't, and he knows that he wants to be that, I'm good with that too. So yeah, he gotta look good. I want him to have some swag, dress nice. I'm into fashion, so I think that is a representation of who you are. So I do want him to look good.
Okay, we already got the money question out the way, so let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, okay. What do you want me to do, Ross?
Let's see your legs. Oh, you look good. I can tell you. Ooh, vibrant. Okay. I can tell you work it out. Oh yeah, you in shape.
I want to go play tennis. I literally am on my way to tennis class, and I saw your live come on. I was like, dang, I'm still gonna get in here because my little tennis out.
She gonna leave tennis class and fall out like Aunt Viv. It's just, I don't know, man. You're definitely not going to get a man making. They didn't do any paid questions. I'll tell you one thing. A man making $100,000 a year, that's out. You pretty much can forget that. That's out. A man, like, ma'am. And it's simply because you don't qualify. And I think even back in your best day, you didn't qualify. Not like you didn't get a guy who can make good money, but you didn't qualify for the 150 to 200K guy. And some of you women who do good in the average bracket, some of you can still date high value men, but you have to play your cards right. A lot of times a woman who's higher ranked in appearance can have 3 kids out of a marriage. Something could happen for her in that range. Depending on the guy's old, maybe he's done having children. If your children are older, possibly. Much love to Rockhound Publishing. He says she cannot handle 5 rounds. He said she cannot handle 5 rounds. She can't. Like, you be hearing older women talking about how they want that old thing dusted off, and they can't even last for what they want. They be like, yeah, I just want a guy who can keep going. And then when they get a young guy and whatever, you hit it, and then they be in pain, and then they be sleeping. They do. They be like, I'm tired. Like, I remember one time how old was I when I was dating this girl? I think I was like 27. I think she was like 35 at the time. You know who you are. Crazy chick. I'm not going to say her name, of course. But, like, it was the first time dealing with a girl. And she was only 35, but that was my first time dealing with a woman who was, like, even slightly old. Like, just, like, it was a nice little gap. And I remember, I'm not going to get too graphic, but I remembered that I tried to, like, pin both of her legs back. And she was like, hey. She was like, Josh, these are 35-year-old legs. and we laughed, and it was funny. I had to realize I wasn't dealing with, like, and I was thinking, like, damn, like, if at 35, I'm like, you got to deal with these little, like, pitfalls or whatever, then damn, I bet over 40, it's just like, what are the stipulations on, like, making it happen? Like, there's just stuff women stop allowing you to do after a certain age because their body just, I don't know. Kid you not, I bent her legs back, it came with a noise. It was like, ow! I was like, oh shit. All right, I won't do that. I was like, I shouldn't have. I don't know. I turned it over. I hit her a different way. I was just like, she wasn't fat either. She worked at the same job as me. She was fit. She had a really nice body. Crazy as shit. That was back when I wasn't really vetting them properly. She was nuts. But I dealt with it because I liked the way that she looked. But, you know, again, you live and you learn. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm not going back. I'm not going backwards in my Rolodex. Because every time I give you guys personal information about me, you use it against me. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the content today. This is sort of a short show because it just is. I didn't want to just stretch the show out just to stretch it out. I think we got everything covered. We're gonna be back here tomorrow, and then we have another show planned for the day after that if we sponsor tomorrow's show. So full week. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show. It's DonLexy. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be good.